Hi, you are listening to The Integral Being with Irina Childs, author, leader and educator, and the founder of Integral Studies Academy. This is the educational podcast that brings together spirituality and leadership, science and art, creativity, yoga and innovation. Thank you for listening in. It's a podcast for people wanting to learn how to reach the peak of human potential and live the integral happy life that you are born to live. I'm delighted to share with you the steps to take you there, as well as clear strategies and esoteric knowledge that can support your everyday life and work by transforming your perspective, taking you from unanswered questions to clarity, from a multitude of opinions to wisdom and unifying reality. In the previous podcast, we covered a few elements about the second layer of consciousness of the human being, and today we are moving up to the third level. Exciting step. The third level is about willpower, self-confidence, capacity for transformation, and self-mastery and control. In other words, when this center is in good working balance, all of those qualities are very well presented in an individual. And this is also the level of consciousness that can distinguish a leader from an aspiring leader. This, more than any other centers of consciousness presented until now, is the level at which the leadership qualities bud and they start to manifest. And that doesn't mean that we don't have this center already existing in our being as children, or only leaders have it. No, it doesn't mean that. So the third layer of consciousness exists in everyone, but the people who have it activated and who use this energy more, they inevitably lead others. Inevitably, it's just a trait. It's basically the center where you'll see a lot of qualities that leaders have. They are actually qualities that are specific and generating from this layer of consciousness. Like mentioned in my previous episodes, the information presented here is only reaching the surface, but hopefully it can give you an understanding of the universe that each of those centers of consciousness control and the extended influence they have on our well-being and in the quality of our overall life. The general idea is that the predominant center of consciousness that is most active gives the perspective in life, and this perspective can be modified, improved, transformed greatly if you know how to do it. This will make more sense as we go through presenting all of them. But basically, you cannot start to modify something or transform something before you have the knowledge, or you are aware of what it is that you can actually improve or act upon. So, the third layer, called Manipura Chakra, is found subtly at the level of the navel in the belly button area and is connected with the element of fire, being in a continuous process of occult resonance with the energy of the subtle energy of fire and the infinite cosmic energy that feeds from that, which is Manipura Chakra. This is how it's called. When our consciousness rises and its predominant activity establishes at the level of Manipura Chakra, we become examples in our surroundings, in our network, reference points, and leaders for other people. Also, a shift of consciousness at this level means that you are likely to have overcome the negative aspects of Svadhisthana Chakra, which is the tendency to maybe gossip, to be often influenced or drawn down by peer pressure, to be wallowing in self-pity and not taking control of your destiny. So once you overcome those and you step up, you just start to lead your life in a proactive manner and consistent, then you are basically moving towards the third layer of consciousness. This aspect of wanting to drive your destiny for better, to improve the quality of your life and that of your family, is typical of the third layer of consciousness. Manipura Chakra bestows many powers to the person who has this center awakened and activated, such as very good health, the capacity to rebalance quickly from any illness, the kind of people that seem to be a powerhouse of renewable energy. And you know those kind of people. We all have examples around ourselves. You can enjoy a good digestive fire if you have Manipura Chakra awaken, very good working stamina and willpower, determination and courage, clarity in action, self-reliance and self-confidence. Very important. To give you an example, let's imagine that two people want to build a house from scratch in a foreign country. The person A, who has the Manipura Chakra well activated, will go through fire literally and get this done. Will be relentlessly finding solution no matter what language or bureaucratic barriers come up. They'll get on with it with a sense of humor and seeing any obstacles as reasons to be forever more determined. No matter what cancellations, delays appear, they will talk little about all those and put all their energy in overcoming obstacles, in reaching their goal, making all the phone calls and taking all the actions needed to moving on, probably not looking back and not resting fully until the house is ready, the furniture is in place, and the fire burning in the fireplace. The person B, who doesn't have this center of consciousness fully activated or harmoniously activated and operational, will feel defeated easily, both emotionally and psychologically, will be continuously moaning or tempted to feel sorry for themselves, wasting a lot of energy explaining to others about how difficult the things are in the new country and not really focusing their willpower to sharpen the results and to progress. They are likely to achieve some progress, of course, but if you ask them, life will be described as hard, a struggle. It's a struggle in a new country, and the perspective they will offer you will be one of going up the hill, but with some hope. Where if Manipura Chakra is awakened, the life feels like one big jolly good ride with you firmly on the saddle, if this makes sense. So, blockages in this third center can cause many health problems such as digestive disorders like ulcers, irritable bowel syndrome, and continuous fluctuation in health. However, with a strong and active Manipura Chakra, the effect is like operating the buttons at a power station, constant supply of enthusiasm and bestowing harmony, balance, and strength. If we make the analogy with the Abraham Maslow's pyramid of needs, this is the layer of the pyramid where the psychologically needs to be fulfilled are the needs of self-esteem and confidence, cognitive curiosity, and self-transformation. So the willingness to adapt fast and be open to new perspectives and transformation, to learn like a child, which is continuously with curiosity, and take on new challenges, to self-educate, basically pushing forward, leading your life in a very assumed way, in a very enthusiastic way. If you think back into childhood, all the children learn at a phenomenal speed comparing with most of the adult life. So that is also a good analogy and comparison to think how that kind of drive for knowledge and for transformation and for implementing very quickly everything that you learn. Disharmonious energy at this third level will show up in life as a variety of aspects. For example, an imbalance of too much energy at this level can translate into bullying behavior and a tendency to control others, imposing your views in a forceful way, and also could bring up irritability. Too little energy at this level can lead to weak willpower and confidence to pursue a goal and to push through life scenarios. The feeling of being hard done by, the attitude of being easily defeated, of checking 15 times for something, losing all the battles, feeling stagnant, not daring to live the life you would like to have, or even developing an imposter syndrome. So this imposter syndrome is nothing else but a lack of self-confidence. It can be remedied with understanding how we can increase self-confidence, and in fact, through the yoga practice, it could be remedied by awakening Manipura Chakra and also Ajna Chakra. We'll talk about this a bit later. So this third center, or Manipura Chakra, is very much about aligning your willpower in a harmonious way with the will of the divine, about you being comfortable with your own inherent power and acting with authenticity, trust, self-confidence, and empowered. When you awaken this center in a harmonious way, you pursue your life purpose actively, taking steps to transformation and enjoying the road. You would have an understanding of how you, as an individual, can contribute to the benefit of humanity in a wonderful way, and you learn by action. Unless this center of consciousness is balanced, it is hard for the person to achieve success easily, constantly, and consistently. And this is the beauty of understanding about this knowledge. I'm fully aware that it might not be everyone's cup of tea to learn about this esoteric aspect, but remember, knowledge is power, and in the case of everyone wanting to enjoy integral success, that is success at all the levels of your being. Understanding those layers of consciousness is a fundamental step towards that goal. So, the very good news is that all of those aspects mentioned here can be improved with perseverance and tenacity, and any excess energy or lack of it can also be improved. So, how can you activate Manipura Chakra or awaken this center? The most precise way is through certain purposeful yoga postures that aim to do this. They are called asanas. I say the more precise way because you can operate by adding the type of energy either in a receptive or emissive way, and that you might, if you need to balance or energize the center, either with the minus, the receptivity aspect, or with the plus, with the emissive aspect, you can also do it almost in a very exact, scientific, precise way. However, this center is also energized in everyday life, like any other centers, and the willpower center in our case is activated when we undertake activities that need our willpower and discipline, like competitive sports or even martial arts, for example, or when we pursue our dream and do not give in to excuses. So when we have an attitude of excuses be gone, when we exercise our willpower in achieving complex goals, achieving our life purpose step by step, this center comes to life basically. The postures in yoga called asanas can help with the energization of this center, and once Manipura Chakra is properly awakened, energized and harmonized, a winner's mindset and a sense of constant enthusiasm and joy will put a smile on your face every single day. And even people around you will start to say, how do you have so much enthusiasm? You basically just have that center radiating like, I could say, like your own sun, right? So like it's very similar. In the same way the sun gives the heat, the warmth, and this life-giving energy every single day is the analogy is basically there for your own Manipura Chakra to awaken. And this winning energy is felt at the physical, mental, and emotional levels. So this energization takes place through the process of occult resonance that I have explained in previous podcasts, and with the infinite energy from the cosmic Manipura Chakra, the cosmic center of willpower, being transferred through awareness, attention, and the correct physical posture into our own universe. So this is how it takes place when you perform integral yoga. In this way, we take what we lack temporarily on the inside from the infinite source of that energy. In the same way, a radio will tune in to the radio station that plays a certain song, and once you tune in, will also be able to transmit that that frequency. This is the process of resonance, which allows us to absorb inside our universe these energies and to stabilize them and influence our own lives for better. The person who is in this way harmonizing the third layer of consciousness in their being is continuously able to enjoy success, to harness the willpower, self-esteem, to learn and transform continuously, and able to see the fun and happy side of life. When Manipura center is well activated and balanced, the person enjoys a very good laugh, being able to laugh away of any obstacles as well as any doubts or thoughts of self-importance. Successful and intelligent leaders have this center activated and are able to bring their enthusiasm into the communities, transforming people and inspiring them to go above and beyond. And when such a person is overpowering, they can also become insensitive or a little bit tyrannic. So that's why it's very important to be very harmonious at this level. Another way to balance this center, if you're interested, is by walking consciously or by running in a disciplined way every day. And another quite easy way is by laughing out loud every day. Laughter is an incredible relaxer and can help you de-stress. And in fact, laughter has many benefits. It enhances your intake of oxygen-rich air, it stimulates your heart, lungs, and muscles, and increases the endorphins that are released by your brain. Did you know by having a simple, good laugh with your entire belly, you're activating and deactivating the stress responses, and at the end of a very good laugh, you are left feeling very relaxed. So, laughter therapy is widely available if you are willing to enjoy an effective way of healing your whole being. And if you're not sure where to start, find a way to laugh about your own situation. So this again is the perspective of the third center of consciousness, when you're no longer looking at your life like a victim or like a passive spectator. You start to look at it as a witness and someone who actually can do something about their situation, which is the case. In most of our lives, we can always improve the situations. We are the first person responsible to do that. So imagine yourself as being a spectator viewing your own day and look at the funny points. Even if it feels forced at first, practice laughing. It does your body good and you'll soon develop a rather happy habit that will improve your mood. Also, you can make a habit of watching funny clips, listening to stand-up comedy, or spend time with friends who make you laugh. And then return the favor by sharing funny stories or jokes with those around you. In conclusion, when Manipura Chakra is awakened and the energy is flowing freely, this brings leadership qualities, continuous transformation, success in everything you undertake, good health, and progress in our lives. A balanced third chakra creates a strong connection to our purpose and the energy that allows us to achieve the goals in life, experiencing a sense of success and trust in life itself, a continuous self-confidence, enthusiasm, and courage. And I'll leave you with some beneficial affirmation that can help your subconscious mind strengthen your connection with your third center and layer of consciousness. The first one: I'm happy, joyful, and successful beyond my wildest dreams. The second one: my willpower helps me overcome any obstacles with a winning mentality. The third one: I laugh often, freely, and loudly, enjoying life with all my being. The fourth one: I'm open to new ideas and enjoy new experiences. The fifth one: I'm willing to live the best life possible and I drive my own transformation naturally and continuously. The sixth one: I'm self-confident and pursuing my beneficially chosen goals make me happy. The seventh one: my enthusiasm is contagious and each success attracts more successes. The eighth one: I'm grateful for my flourishing health and actively keeping myself in good shape. The ninth one: I feel grateful every day and I look forward to the future with confidence and enthusiasm. And the 10th one: I lead my life with enthusiasm and happily lead other people in achieving success. Thank you for your attention. If you'd like to know more, join our awesome community called Integral Being. Just go to facebook.com/groups/Integral Being. Alternatively, you can get hold of my free guide and relaxation audio on how to go from stressed to refreshed that can be found on integralstudies.co.uk. Thank you for listening to Integral Being Podcast, the voice of Integral Studies Academy.